There's now a petition demanding that the DA drop all charges against Karmelo. And it needs more signatures right now. Right now it's sitting under 400 signatures. And yes, the case went viral a couple months ago after it first happened, but now it's starting to lose traction.
You hear the alert before you see it. A loud ping on your phone, then another, and another. At first you think it's just another breaking news headline, some celebrity drama, maybe a weather warning. But then you read the name, Karmelo Anthony, escaped, armed, dangerous. Your stomach sinks. He was supposed to be on house arrest, monitored, controlled. Just days ago, people were debating whether his sentence was too soft, whether a violent stabbing deserved more than an ankle monitor and a gated community. But now, that debate has turned into full-blown panic. Authorities say Karmelo removed his monitor sometime after midnight. No signs of forced exit, no witnesses, just a blank spot on the GPS tracker and a silence that's making headlines across the country. By sunrise, the U.S. Marshals are involved. Local police issue a Level 2 search order. Roadblocks are set up in 3 counties. And in a statement that sends shockwaves through social media, a federal agent confirms, "We believe Mr. Anthony may be in possession of a weapon. If you see him, do not approach." You scroll through the footage, shaky videos of black SUVs speeding through neighborhoods, officers going door to door, a chopper hovering low over the city skyline, people filming from balconies. One woman whispers, "I live 2 streets over. He was just walking free last week. Now they're saying he could be violent?" And that's when the comments start flooding in. Some blame the system, others blame the fame. But the most chilling are the quiet ones. People asking if Karmelo had this planned all along. If the calm demeanor in court, the apology letter, the tears, were all just a distraction. And now the question hangs in the air. If someone shows you remorse, but still runs, what does that say about who they really are? You're sitting at home when the news switches to live footage. It's not just speculation anymore, it's a manhunt. A federal agent stands at a podium, tight-lipped, reading from a printed statement. Behind him, 3 law enforcement officials stare straight ahead. No smiles, no eye contact. The agent says the words slowly, like he's trying to keep the city calm. At approximately 2:11 a.m., the monitoring system tracking Mr. Karmelo Anthony's house arrest location lost contact. At this time, we believe the subject may be armed and should be considered a threat. Gasps echo across social media. Live stream comment sections blow up with one question. How did this even happen? The location in question, Karmelo's parents' home, is surrounded by flashing lights and police tape. A drone captures a wide aerial shot. Backyard gates still closed, cars untouched, a monitor bracelet found discarded in the bushes. People speculate he slipped out hours before the tampering was noticed. Some wonder if someone helped him, maybe family, maybe friends. But the most disturbing footage comes from a neighbor's doorbell camera. At 1:38 a.m., a figure walks past the sidewalk in a dark hoodie, hands in pockets, face obscured. No running, no panic, just a slow, deliberate walk, like someone following a map they'd memorized. The clip goes viral within the hour. People start dissecting it frame by frame. Was that him? Is he limping? Is he carrying something? Everyone has a theory, but no one has answers. And now, the court is scrambling to respond. The judge who granted house arrest refuses to speak to the press. Protesters are already gathering outside the courthouse, some angry, some terrified. And now people are wondering, if the system couldn't contain him once, how many more mistakes will it take before the public stops trusting it at all? You think it can't get any worse until the footage leaks. It's grainy, low-res, time-stamped, and likely pulled from an internal security system. But it spreads fast. In the video, a man believed to be Karmelo is seen walking through a side gate behind his parents' house. He's wearing all black. He moves with intention. He stops once, looking up at the camera, and then disappears out of frame. That pause, that stare, it's what gets people talking. He wasn't panicked. He knew exactly where the cameras were, and more importantly, which ones wouldn't alert anyone. Now you're seeing it everywhere. News anchors freeze-framing that split second, experts analyzing his body language. Some say he looks focused, others say he looks broken. One profiler on a live panel says, "That's not a kid running scared, that's someone following through on a plan." But the scariest part? The door he exited from, the one behind the gate, wasn't locked. Reports now suggest that someone inside the house might have let him out. Maybe not directly, maybe just by leaving the alarm off. But either way, questions are piling up. Why wasn't there an emergency alert when the ankle monitor went dark? Why did it take law enforcement over 3 hours to notify the public? And most of all, why hasn't anyone in Karmelo's family made a statement? People are speculating about a possible accomplice. Some even claim his brother posted a strange message on Snapchat hours before the escape. Blood runs deeper than charges. It was deleted within minutes, but not before someone screenshotted it, and now the conversation is shifting. If you help someone run, even silently, even passively, Are you just a bystander or part of the crime? You're standing in line at a gas station when you hear it. Someone behind you says they spotted him. Not in another state, not in a different city, right here, less than 5 miles from where he was last seen. They say he was walking alone near an underpass. Hood up, head down, nothing confirmed, but just the mention of it sends a chill through the room. People stop what they're doing. A woman clutches her purse tighter. The cashier glances out the window like Karmelo might walk in at any moment. Within the hour, law enforcement sets up another checkpoint. Helicopters return to the sky, and suddenly, the local police scanner is echoing phrases like unverified sighting, possible contact, and requesting visual confirmation. Everyone's on edge. The idea that might be this close, that he never even left the area, the public more than his escape. At a nearby school, parents flood the line early. One mother reporters she kept her child home in case. I'm not it, she says, holding back. Not when the who stabbed is just out there. The fear is real, but the silence from his family? That's starting to feel even louder. No public plea from his parents, no statement urging him to turn himself in, no apology, no denial, just locked doors and unanswered questions. And then, late that night, someone leaks an audio message, allegedly from Karmelo himself. It's short, just his voice, slightly shaky, saying, "I'm not hiding, I'm just done letting people control my story." The clip hits social media like wildfire. Half the world thinks it's fake, the other thinks it's a warning. And now people are asking, if someone's not hiding, they're running, what exactly are they running from? You wake up to headlines screaming across your phone. But it's not about this anymore. It's about the backlash. The judge approved Karmelo's house arrest, now under fire. Her office is surrounded by many of them holding photos of Austin Metcalf. The victim, Karmelo, was originally charged stabbing. Chants of no justice, no echo through the streets. Reporters swarm the courthouse steps as rumors swirl about whether she'll step down or double down. One outlet releases court transcripts from the original sentencing. The most viral line? He's a low flight risk. He's shown remorse. People aren't just mad anymore, they're enraged. A trending tweet puts it bluntly, you let a violent offender walk free, and now the city's on lockdown. Inside City Hall, damage control begins. The mayor issues a public statement condemning the escape and promising a full review of judicial oversight. But for the public, it's too little, too late. Trust has already been broken. Parents pull their kids from after-school programs. Business owners close early. Some neighborhoods form unofficial watch patrols, just in case. And through it all, Karmelo remains unseen. No confirmed sightings, no new messages, just silence. But it's the kind of silence that feels like it's watching, planning. Meanwhile, whispers start circulating online. Claims that someone from inside law enforcement tipped him off, that he knew when his monitor would be checked. That the delay in public alerts wasn't an accident. None of it's confirmed, but the paranoia is spreading faster than the facts. And now people are wondering, is this about a boy who ran, or a system that quietly helped him disappear? You scroll past another post claiming to have inside info, but this one hits different. It's a message from someone who claims to have been friends with Karmelo, not just recently, but way before the stabbing, before the fame, before the fall. The account isn't verified, but the details are personal. Childhood hangouts, high school coaches, private stories that only someone close would know. And buried halfway through the post is a sentence that makes your heart stop. Karmelo always said if he ever got locked up, he'd never stay put. He called it checkmate. People grab onto that one word like it's a confession. Checkmate. Not surrender, not escape. A strategy. A final move that catches everyone off guard. It doesn't take long for conspiracy theories to erupt. That this was always the plan. That Karmelo accepted house arrest just to lull the public and law enforcement into comfort. That everything, the calm, the statements, even the apology, was just another calculated move to buy time. At a press briefing, a reporter asks directly, "Is there any chance this was premeditated?" The sheriff pauses for a beat too long before answering, "We are looking at all possibilities." That hesitation spreads faster than any statement ever could. And now, social media has shifted from outrage to obsession. TikToks reenact the timeline. Threads break down every photo, every press clip, every second of leaked footage. News outlets bring in criminal psychologists. Some say he's spiraling. Others say he's focused. But none of them can agree on one thing. What's his next move? And somewhere in all the noise, someone tweets the question that no one wants to answer. If Karmelo's playing chess, who's really the one being hunted? Him or us? You don't even notice how quiet things have gotten until someone points it out. The news hasn't posted a Karmelo update in over 24 hours. The helicopters are gone. The checkpoints are still up, but thinner now. A few officers, a few cones. Almost like the city is starting to give up, but not the people. Online, the tension is still sharp. Someone posts a list of cities with family ties to the Anthonys. Another digs up a screenshot of a gray sedan seen near the Metcalf family home the night before the escape. Time-stamped, but unconfirmed. Reddit boards are now flooded with maps, timelines, heat zones, voice analysis breakdowns. It's no longer just a search, it's a spectacle. And just when you think it's winding down, a single image starts spreading. A blurry photo, looks like a gas station. A man, partially obscured, hoodie pulled low. Could be anyone, except for the bracelet tan line visible on his left ankle, the one spot where an ankle monitor used to be. The photo isn't verified, but that doesn't matter. Within minutes, it's on every major platform. Comment sections erupt. Half the viewers are convinced it's him. The other half think it's staged to keep people distracted. But one thing's clear. The fear hasn't gone away. It's just evolved. No one knows where he is. No one knows what he's planning. And maybe that's the part that's hitting people the hardest. That someone could vanish in plain sight, leaving a city paralyzed and a nation questioning how safe they really are. And now you're left with one final thought. If someone can break free this easily, disappear this completely, and still control the narrative, is he really the one on the run? Or are we the ones who've been cornered all along?